welcome back. So today's video is going to be a makeup video. I'm going to be filming a prom makeup look because I thought that it's kind of getting to summery months now, which is when people start to think about what kind of makeup they want to wear for their prom. You might not even be going to prom, you might just be watching this because you want to get a makeup idea. That is absolutely fine. Hopefully you will get a few ideas from this video, or you'll learn something new about what kind of makeup you can be wearing for your prom, any kind of tips and tricks that I've got along the way. I'm going to be sharing those with you today. So I'm not going to go for like a full out kind of glitter, really kind of over the top in your face prom look. This is going to be more of a natural kind of very grown up looking, just kind of nice evening makeup look, but obviously it's going to be really suitable for prom. So depending on what colour your dress is, you might want to change up the colours a little bit, and that's absolutely fine. So I really hope that this video is helpful to some of you watching. I would tell you guys about the makeup that I had for my own prom, but it was horrendous. So I'm not going to be showing any pictures of that to you because it was absolutely horrendous and I did not know what I was doing, and I needed to watch a makeup tutorial like this to figure out how I should have been doing my makeup, not the way I did it, because it was absolutely awful. But that is enough about me. I'm going to get straight on with the makeup look and I hope you enjoy it. I've just quickly tied my hair up. So the first step to doing a prom makeup look is a really good primer. Now the primer I'm using is a drugstore primer, so it's really inexpensive, and this is the Soap&Glory One Heck of a Blot primer. Now this is a great one for all different skin types because it keeps your skin looking really mattified throughout the day. It also moisturizes your skin at the same time, and it's also just going to keep your makeup in place for the whole of your prom. So this is a really great one to try. Obviously you might have a favorite primer already, so obviously go ahead and use that one. Or maybe you're watching this video because you haven't really started getting into makeup yet and maybe you just want to wear a little bit for your prom. That is fine as well, and obviously you can take on board some of my recommendations, and this is definitely one of my favourite drugstore primers, so I would definitely recommend this one. I'm now going to go in with foundation, and it's from Nars. Now this is the Nars All Day Luminous Weightless Foundation. I've got this in the shade Light 2, which is called Mont Blanc. And basically the reason I'm using this foundation is because it's got a super high coverage and it lasts all day long. Like if I want my makeup to last all day, this is the foundation I use. I'm quickly mixing in a bit of the white MAC Studio Face and Body Foundation as well, just because it's a little bit too dark for me. I'm going to mix that up on the back of my hand, and then I'm just going to apply that to my skin. Obviously, again, you can use whatever foundation you like, whatever works best for you. But just personally, I thought this would be the best foundation to use in this tutorial because it is just amazing and I love it, and it's the foundation that I always wear when I go on a night out, or if I'm going out for a meal, or I'm doing something in the evening and I want my makeup to look great and I want it to last all evening long. This is the foundation I go for, so I thought it would be appropriate to use it in this video. So that is my foundation done. I know in the camera my skin looks a little bit paler than my neck, but I will sort that out in a bit with bronzer and stuff, so it's all good. So foundation done, I'm moving on to eyebrows because it's always the thing I do second. I don't know why. I'm first just going to quickly brush through my brows. Obviously some of you watching this who are watching this because you are getting an idea for your prom, you might not want to do anything with your eyebrows. I know that when I was at prom I did my eyebrows and they were bloody horrendous. So my advice to you is, if you don't normally do your eyebrows, or if you have naturally quite good eyebrows, don't mess with them. Literally just leave them to it, because you will look back in a few years time and think, what the hell have I done to my eyebrows? What did I look like? That's so embarrassing. So yeah, less is definitely more. Obviously now I know how I like to do my eyebrows, so I am using the Soap&Glory Brow Archery pen. This is really great. You can do it very gently and make your brows look very natural, or you can go quite overboard and you can make them like a complete different shape, which is what I basically do. To set my eyebrows in place, I'm using the L'Oreal Brow Artist Plumper. This is just a clear eyebrow gel which you run through your eyebrows, and it just keeps them in place for the whole evening. Make sure that they don't move anywhere. I'm going to be using the Urban Decay Naked Smokey palette. Now this is a gorgeous palette. I've used this in videos before, but I'm going to go in and take the shade Combust, which is a very neutral matte nude shade. I'm going to take that, oh I dropped it. I'm using a Zoeva Luxe Defined Crease Brush, and I'm just going to take a bit of that shade and pop it all over my eyelid just to kind of neutralise everything and give myself a really good base colour. Next up, I'm going to take some of the shade High, which is the first shade in the palette here, and it's a really pretty shimmery kind of nudie pink colour, and I'm just patting that over the top, kind of focusing on the inner corner, and that will just help to brighten everything up. And I'm going to use the same brush just because it's easier. I'm going to take some of the shade Dirty Sweet, which is a shimmery copper colour, and I'm going to pop some of that just on the outer 3/4 of my eye and then blend it up through my crease. Like I said, you can change up these colours. If this coppery look isn't going to suit what dress you've got, then that's fine, just switch up the colours. I need to blend that out. I'm using a Luxe crease brush just to blend all of that out. The key with eyeshadow, if you're not very good at it, is literally just keep blending until you cannot blend anymore, and I'm sure it will look fine. So I'm taking some of the shade Radar and some of the shade Whiskey, which are two brown shades, onto the same brush, and then I'm just going to pop the brush right into the crease of my eye socket and just gently darken that up a little bit. I'm then going to smoke it out, and I'm going to take a little pencil brush and I'm going to take the same shade Whiskey, which is a matte dark brown, and I'm going to pop some of that underneath my lower lash line, just focusing on the outer sort of 3/4 of the eye, and as you can see, that just makes everything look a lot more smoky, and it just makes it look more like an evening kind of prom look rather than an everyday look. I'm going to apply a little bit of liquid eyeliner. Obviously you can skip this step if you don't feel like it's necessary, but I'm just going to do a very fine flick just to bring the look together and make it look a little bit more dramatic. I'm using the Soap&Glory Supercat liner, and I start right on the corner of my eye and then I take it out. I take it out like so, heading up towards my eyebrow, and then I pop the pen right on the tip of the flick and bring it back into my eye like this. Okay, I'm now going to quickly curl my eyelashes because I'm going to be applying false eyelashes, and I find that using eyelash curlers beforehand just makes it a lot easier, and it makes your mascara look a lot nicer as well. It'll hold your mascara on for longer, so all these little tips are basically going to keep your makeup on for a lot longer, which is what you are after. Mascara, I'm using Maybelline Lash Sensational. This is a great mascara, especially if you're just starting out with makeup. You can pick it up in Boots or Superdrug. It's super inexpensive and I just love it. I think it's a really, really good mascara, so definitely check it out if you haven't already. It's basically the only one I ever use because it is literally my favourite one. And I'm just going to pop one little coat on both eyes. You might not want to add false eyelashes at all, but if you do, these are the strip eyelashes that I would recommend. They are the Fleur de Force Fleur Loves lashes. They are basically 3/4 length lashes that look very, very natural on your eyes, and these are definitely the ones that I would go for if I was doing my own makeup for prom. And then the other option, if you're feeling a little bit brave, is to use these ones, which are individual eyelashes. Now you can pick these up from loads of different brands. I think these are Lash Naturals. Now these are basically medium length individual eyelashes. Now I actually think these are a lot easier to apply than strip lashes. People have different opinions, but I'm going to be using these ones today just because I thought I would show you how I apply it. You guys have seen me apply these so many times. So I use the Duo eyelash glue, and then I take a pair of tweezers and I pick up the eyelashes off of the little tray, and then I dip them into the end of the eyelash glue. You just get a tiny little bit on the end of the eyelash, you don't need too much at all. I think less glue is definitely more. Leave it for a few seconds just to get a little bit tacky, and that will help the eyelash to stick a lot better. Now that your eyelashes look a little bit gappy, you basically drop the individual eyelash into it, right onto the root of your eyelashes, and then just hold it in place. Keep your eye closed for a couple of seconds and it will dry in place and it will look amazing. So that is what I'm going to do. I'm going to drop one into there because there was a little gap, and then just gently push it down with the tweezers make sure it's in place, and then leave that one, and then basically just keep going until you're happy with the way that they look. I'm now going to pop a little bit of mascara on my bottom lashes just to kind of make everything look a little bit better. I'm now going to brighten up the underneaths of my eyes. I'm going to use the Bourjois Radiance Reveal Concealer, and I'm just going to dot that underneath my eyes in a little kind of shape like that. Do that on both. And then I blend that in using my beauty blender. Basically just use little dabbing motions, and basically this will help to brighten up the eyes, but it will also help to get rid of any downfall that's happened from the eyeshadow, and it just neatens everything up, makes everything look a little bit better. I then want to set that in place, and I'm going to use some of the Laura Mercier translucent powder. You can use any translucent powder. This is just the loose one that I've got at the moment that I've been using, so I thought I would use it in today's video. I'm going to pop that on with a Luxe highlight brush from Zoeva, tap off any excess and just set that in place, and that will just make sure that it doesn't crease throughout the evening. So it's now time to add a little bit of colour to my face. First of all, I'm going to be using L'Oreal Infallible Sculpt Kit. I've done a whole video on this, you guys know that I love it. I just take a little bit of the contour shade and just apply that just underneath my cheekbones. And then I take a blending brush. This is the Face Shape brush from Zoeva, and I just blend that upwards. Make it all look a little bit more natural, like so. And then I go in with a second contour product. This is the Kevyn Aucoin Sculpting Powder. I love this so much. And the brush I've been using at the moment with this is one of the Real Techniques Bold Metals. This is the 300 brush, and I take a little bit of the contour product right onto the tip of the brush. Tap off the excess and then just go in, and I found that this is basically the perfect size. I'm going to apply a little bit of blusher, which is very unlike me. This is the Max Factor Cream Puff Blush in the shade 10 Nude Mauve. I'm going to pop a little bit of this on with a Zoeva Luxe Cheek Finish brush, swirl it round, tap off excess, and just apply that to the apples of my cheeks. And I feel like prom is a nice time to wear a little bit of blusher, even if you don't normally wear it. It just looks really pretty in photographs, and it just adds a little bit of colour and a little bit of prettiness, which is what we all like. So next up is highlighter. I'm using a mixture of the two. I've got the Makeup Revolution Vivid Baked Highlighter in Peach Lights. Pop a little bit of that onto the tops of my cheekbones. This highlighter is gorgeous, but it is quite subtle, and I feel like for prom I would like to have quite a lot of highlighter on if I was having prom again. So I'm going to use a little bit of the Balm's Mary Luminizer as well, and just pop a little bit of that on top. So we're almost finished. The last step is to do my lips, and I'm going to be using one of Rimmel's lip liners. This is the Addiction lip liner. For lipstick, I'm then going to go in with one of the Sleek Matte to Me Ultra Smooth Matte Lip Creams. This is in the shade Birthday Suit, and it's just, again, a very similar colour to the lip liner actually, and I've been loving this recently, and I feel like it's very long lasting on the lips, so obviously something that you would want for prom. Lastly, I'm just going to pop a little bit of the Laura Mercier Translucent Setting Powder onto my T-zone just to make sure that things don't get oily. I've already done my nose, and then I'm just going to pop a little bit on my chin as well. I'm going to quickly set my makeup as a last step. This is the MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus Spray, and I just spritz that onto my skin, and that's going to help keep all of your makeup on throughout the evening. So that is my complete natural kind of looking prom look. I really hope you enjoyed the video. Do let me know down below in the comments if you did enjoy the video and if you would like any other prom makeup looks. Maybe you want to request a makeup look for whatever colour dress your prom dress is. So if you've got a prom coming up and you don't really know what kind of makeup would go with your dress, then like just ask me down below or I could do a video on it or something. But do give the video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Remember to share it with your friends and family. And yes, thank you so much for watching. Do like send me a photo or tag me in a picture or something on Instagram if you have taken inspiration from this video, and I would love to see the photos. But thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all very soon. Goodbye!